Okay, cool. Reddit realness. I think my husband's becoming controlling and we're newlyweds. We've been married for a few months and I'm starting to get concerned that my husband is changing. Lately, he's becoming somewhat controlling, but he frames it as being protective of me. We dated for a year and a half before getting married 4 months ago. Now, all of a sudden, he has an issue with me going out with my friends. I usually see my friends probably twice a month, but now he thinks I'm seeing them too often and says we should spend most of our time enjoying each other's company. The thing is, we already spend most of our time together. We both work from home, so we're around each other constantly. I'm starting to feel like he doesn't want me to have an identity outside of him. For example, my friends made plans to meet last weekend and he got upset because he thought I didn't tell him in advance. But I had told him a week before I would be going out with them. He still felt like that wasn't enough notice and said he had already made plans for us. So I ended up cancelling with my friends and spent the day with him instead. He took me to see a movie. You know them ones where you quickly panic and buy the tickets online. He didn't have no plans. When I mentioned that we could have still gone to the movie, even if I had met up with my friends, he got upset thinking I was saying I preferred spending time with them over him. Now he's brought up the idea of sharing my location with him. When I asked why, he said it was for my protection. But I can't help but feel like it's a trust issue and that he's trying to control me by tracking where I am. People are actually mad. I've never given him a reason not to trust me, and I don't feel comfortable sharing my location. All of this has happened within the past 4 months, and I'm worried that this could become a bigger issue. I'm not sure if I'm overreacting or if I'm right to be concerned.
Do you know what? As you said that, I saw some some TikToks yesterday about certain, and I didn't pay much attention to it because obviously I wouldn't, but I need to look into it because I think a few more men are coming out and saying, "Oh, the reason why I get my girl to share her location is because of this," and I'm just a bit like gross. And I don't know, maybe it's the school of thought I'm from, but like it's just yeah, it could be a safety thing. It could be.
No, listen,
But it's just too much.
even if
It's
you
just
share
too much.
your location and something happens to you, by the time he comes, the thing would have happened.
It's just too much.
It's too much.
And also, you haven't been going out, really and truly, you haven't been going out for long. They were together for a year and 4 months before they got married, right?
We dated for a year and a half, before getting married
And how long they been married?
4 months ago.
So, right, you're 2 years in. So obviously he's just showing his character now. That's all it was. He was
The mask
he was
is
hiding.
slipping.
Yeah. So I'd say you just have to be unapologetic because you're married now. So unless you want a divorce, which if that's your thing, go ahead. But because you're married now, you just got to be like, no. See how your mask is coming off?
Yeah.
Let me show mine.
My mask is coming off. But you know what, yeah, it's actually quite mad because I find that men that are controlling like this, they're very quick to tie the woman down with marriage. They're very quick to tie. They lock it in. And that's when they start to show their character.
Yeah.
So I'm like, were there signs before?
But she would have said.
The whole thing of sharing location, it's a red flag to me. The fact that he doesn't want you to spend time with your friends and wants to isolate you, I'm worried about that because that's usually the first sign of something bigger.
Yeah, you just got to be ignorant. See, with them things, you just got to be ignorant of it. Like, I'd be like, okay, you could have made plans, but I'm going. So that's on you.
But I'm also concerned about the man's character and how he would react to that because the fact that he's trying to isolate you from your friends, not to be dramatic, but that's usually how abuse starts. First, they isolate you so you have no one to run to.
Yeah.
And then it leads to bigger issues. Now, you've isolated yourself from your friends, so you can't talk to them about these things. You feel trapped. He's now become your only friend.
Your world. And you're now dependent on him so he can do whatever he likes.
What he likes. Yeah. That's what I'm concerned about. Like, fair enough. Yes, spend time with your partner, etc. But have friends. Even in marriage, I go out with my friends. And also, Manny has his friends. I can't imagine me telling Manny, yeah, you can't go out, or him telling me I can't go out with my friends.
I say this all the time, yeah. We are such different adults now. We are still very much like, we're still like a lot of us. We'll still go on holiday. We still want to go on holiday with our friends. We'll encourage our partners to go on holiday with their friends. Like just because we understand the world we're living in and we can see the pluses that worked in our parents' marriages, but also see the huge flaws that didn't allow them to be individuals. And now we're like, no, I'm not losing my identity in this capacity of marriage For what? Why would I do that?
Yeah,
Why do I
'cause
need to do that?
You see like women in their 40s, 50s, 60s finding themselves after divorce because they were not allowed that space to be themselves because their identity was snatched from them
Yep.
when they got married. And that was like my worst fear. But I thank God that it's not something that is even a norm in my house. But my worst, I was like, I don't want my identity to be snatched from me because I'm married. You must add and not subtract.
So this is what's really interesting because I have debates about this all the time in regards to, I've always said that when I get married, I'm still keeping my name. So I'll either add, now I've got a double barrel name.
Yeah.
So I'll either add their name or stay with my name, right?
Girl, I don't think you can add another name to a double barrel name, girl.
So what it would be, which is, because then it'll be Jessie Roberts Stella. But what I would do is keep the Roberts because Jessie for me, Jessie is already running in the family because of we've got boy children. So, but Robert's daddy is just me, essentially.
Yeah.
So I was like, because and people kept on saying like, why wouldn't you take the man's name? All my life, they've always said that, right? And my mom, because my mom kept her name, I've already got that. So it's like, that's where I'm coming from. But more so, my thing was, I have been this person for how many years of my life? And now, because I'm married, I should now change how I am known as. No,
I ain't even changed my name yet. You see the paperwork that comes to change your name? The paper, what they don't tell you about is the paperwork. When I saw all the forms and everything and he said that, I said, you know what? I like my name. Right. But I am going to change my name eventually, but it will be double barrel. Because I was thinking about, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about taking my husband's name, but I have built so much for myself under my name.
That's my identity.
It doesn't even make sense.
That's who I've been for.
It doesn't even make sense.
Years to then just delete.
Delete it. And I, especially, I always said that I would keep my name as well because at one point I was my dad's only child. So my dad didn't have anyone else that would carry the name. Obviously, now things have changed and he does have a son. I still want to keep my name because
that's who you've been.
That's my people in secondary school used to call me a Chigbu. Not even Stephanie.
Really?
Yeah. Because remember, there was multiple Stephanies.
In primary school?
In secondary school.
Oh, secondary school, sorry.
Yes. Yeah. So I was always
corrected.
I was always called a Chigbu. I was actually always called a Chigbu in school. So it's for me, again, to honor my dad as well. Like, again, my dad has played a major role in the way I think, my work ethic, etc. Whatever I do, I want to carry that name with me as legacy. So for me, when I do eventually face that paperwork to change my name, it's always going to be double barrel. And I ideally would want for our kids to have that double barrel name as well.
Know where you come from.
Know where you come from. Know who I am. I worked hard, you know. Not small fry.
Just for my name to be deleted. Like,
no, you carry that chicken name. And one of my, this is very intimate, I'll say it anyway. One of my prayer points throughout my life is that the name of chicken will open doors. For not only me, for my children, for my grandchildren, for my great-great-grandchildren. So for me, my name is really important to me. So I hold on to my identity. And also just because I'm not that type of person that carries marriage on their head like that.
Yeah.
I love my husband, grateful for the blessed marriage, whatever. But it's not something I carry on my head. I don't move like, oh my God, my husband, I need to run home and I need to cook and stuff, but I'm gonna do my shit. Like, take care.
Yeah, we're just not. And that's really interesting because I was speaking to one of my friends and she has a group of friends who carry marriage.
I can't stand that. You see me? I can't stand that. Pick me. As a married woman, I can't stand women that carry marriage on their head. I find them so boring and exhausting. I don't care.
Yeah. It's coincidental that we are. Yeah, it's coincidental. Well, you're married, I'm engaged. But that's coincidental. That's not because we've been fighting for, like me and Steph, if you know me and Steph, we've kind of been like, we're just going to make our life work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
whatever works. Like,
we're even going for marriage like that. It just fell in our laps. I'm so sorry. Can barely walk in the hill. I can't remember the last time I wore a bodycon dress. Sorry. I cocked my man in the Air Forces. I'm so sorry. God, I can't give you any advice.
Yeah, word.
Us being bad beats in the club, in our block kills. Sis, I'm sorry. I can't even... I'll just say it's the personality banter. It was the banter.
I'm a vibe. Whoa, we're a vibe.
We're a vibe.
So
I can't coach you. I can't be a femininity coach. I can't tell you what hairstyles, bodycon, whatever. I stay in Ashake jeans. As in I make my husband, I am my Ashake jeans so I could go out into the world with them.
That's crazy.
Like,
you see the feminine thing? I
don't
have it. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'm very much a tomboy. I'm like trying a thing right now, but I'm very much a tomboy. So I can't even be a femininity coach and say this is how you trap a man, because I kid you not, every single man I have copped, it has been the Air Forces. It has been in Air Forces. Head over heels in love, Air Forces and banter. I kid you not.
I'm just weird, so
it's just it's just a vibe. But yeah, sis, you please make an effort to maintain your identity outside of the marriage. Link up with your friends. And if it does become a problem, and keep an eye as well on how he reacts to things, because again, this could be the tip of the iceberg or something way bigger than this.
Also, we forgot a key thing. Like, she's got to tell him that she's feeling suppressed as well.
Oh yeah, no, tell him as well.
That is key. You've got to say, in order for this to work, I'm feeling this way. And if he continues, then he's continuing with the knowledge of how it's making you feel. And if it all goes to pot, girl, go out, be yourself, get someone that actually values you for being you.
Yeah.
Without trying to suppress and control and yada, yada, yada. But yeah, like, it's so key to maintain your independence and maintain and when I say independence in spirit as well.
Yeah.
Like, who you are. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Not parents, not the husband, not boyfriend. Don't let anyone take who you are away from you. Because at the end of the day, you have to live your life. But second of all, have a conversation and say, by the way, I don't know if you weren't aware, this is how this is making me feel. And if this continues, this relationship will not work out. He has to make that choice.
Yeah. And don't share your location with him. He's been absolutely ridiculous.
That's mad.
And tell him he's being ridiculous. He ain't protecting no one but his ego.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There you go. Shall we move on to adult finds of the week?
Yes, sir.